What up, what up? It's the boy PrayX here, back with another video. I know I said I was gonna drop weekly, but I didn't drop anything last week. It was the holidays. I had family, I was eating good. I imagine most of us was eating good, but we back up in this bitch. Word to Chance. Wait, is making a Chance the Rapper reference every video going to be my thing? I don't know. Tune in next week. Let's find out. So today we're going to talk about the WWE. And now that Dominik Dijakovic has finally been repackaged as Dijak, even though after 2 weeks, I'm not sure if I like that, can we finally ask the question, what the fuck was Retribution? I mean, it was a group of guys who hated WWE so much, who disdained this company so much, that they vandalized the physical property of the company, which is both illegal and completely illogical considering where the story eventually goes. These guys hate WWE. They hate the system so much that they had been working hard and doing all the right things, and it gets them nowhere. So they sign WWE contracts. And then they feud with the Hurt Business, who has no bearing at all whatsoever about people's status within the company. So what was it all for? All of this leads to what is WWE's biggest problem in their storytelling right now. The characters are confusing at best. What's insane is WWE has the secret right in front of their faces. So, what do you think has been the most interesting story in WWE this year? Duh, it's been Sami Zayn ingratiating himself as part of the bloodline. But let's think about how that happened. So, WWE had been doing this storyline with Sami Zayn where he was this conspiracy theory character, and frankly, it had run its course. It wasn't really interesting anymore, so he searched for something. What he searched for was acceptance. And after a long time, he finally finds someone who will give him the attention that he's looking for. And that someone is the tribal chief, Roman Reigns. And so after months and months of proving himself and scratching, clawing, getting oozy with it, he finally earns himself a spot as part of the bloodline. Sami was searching for something. He was searching for acceptance. And this is a struggle that is deeply human. We can all relate to that search for acceptance. It is the single most powerful feature of any character. They have to have desire. Every good story at its core is about a character who wants something and what they're willing to do to get it. It's the easiest way to get your audience to relate to your characters. Everybody wants something. Hell, I can think of a couple things I want right now. This is the crucial piece of storytelling WWE is so frequently missing. And it's why we often have to ask ourselves, where does so-and-so go from here? Because the character's desires are either so unclear or one-dimensional that after they've either gotten it or not gotten it, it's hard to feel like that character has anything left to do. Damage Control is a great case study of exactly what we're talking about. So they debuted at SummerSlam, and it was one of the coolest moments of the entire card. Honestly, it was one of the coolest moments of their entire year. Dakota Kai, Io Sky, and the returning Bayley come out, and they confront Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch. But then the next night, they come out and talk about how they are disrespected and how they want their spot, they deserve their spot, etc., etc. And it's weird, right? Because like, what does wanting respect actually mean? Like, what does it actually look like, right? And so it's cool because it picks back up where Bayley left off before she got hurt in a championship feud versus Bianca Belair, which is perfect. But now that she's failed, it kind of feels like, where do we go from here? And now they've had what is Triple H's like 50th return this year, and don't get me wrong, the returns are great. I've loved most of them, but it's just like it's getting kind of old, right? That's not a consistent form of storytelling. And so what Damage Control actually wants is so unclear that it kind of feels weird in terms of, what do we do now? Part of what makes Desire such a human experience is that it says more about us than I think we realize. So could I not like take a shower after the gym? It was sure I could, but then my wife would leave me, and I don't want her to leave me. So what does that say about me? Well, one, I don't want to stink, but also two, I don't want to lose a loved one. Those desires really speak to who we are. So Bayley wants to be atop of the women's division, right? That's why she's going after the championship. But what does she really want? Well, she was always seen as kind of this pushover character when she was part of the Four Horsewomen, when she was the face part of the Four Horsewomen. So what does she really want? Well, she doesn't want to be seen as that anymore. That's why she turned heel. She was sick of being pushed around. That could manifest itself as, let's say, an insecurity. And then from there, we've written pretty much all of our feuds. So maybe she starts feuding with Candice LeRae, for example. Candice LeRae is a Triple H kind of love child, right? So Bayley is like, whoa, wait a second. I'm not going to be pushed over just because Triple H likes somebody better. You start a feud from there. That would be super easy. Or you also have Mia Yim, for example. Mia Yim's character is really confident. She's really about who she is as a character. She's very, very straightforward. And Bayley maybe doesn't like that because, well, where does she get off thinking she's better than me? She's come from NXT. She hasn't done all the things that I've done. You start a feud there, right? It's all because Bayley doesn't want to be viewed as this pushover that she engages with these other characters, that sort of insecurity, if that's how you decide to write it. Although Triple H has been better about it, long-term storytelling is still WWE's biggest problem. By having characters who want something and are clear about what they want, that will help be the solution to this where do they go next question. Because it's always going to feel logical, right? Some characters are going to get in their way. That's going to be how you create feuds. Some characters are going to help them. That's how you create allies and tag teams even. WWE's tag team division isn't super great. Either way, this is going to help them figure out where all of their characters are going so that everyone feels like they have something to do. So, I want $1 million. And if I get it, I'm going to blow up and act like I don't know nobody. If I don't get it, then I'm just going to continue to live in public school teacher's salary poverty. But either way, that desire helps form a part of who everyone is. Well, that and our collected shared trauma over that scene in Multiverse of Madness where Scarlet Witch blows that dude's head up. How crazy was that?
What mouth?
So what do you think? Let me know in the comment section below. How would you address some of your favorite characters' motivation issues? Thank you to everyone who has liked and subscribed so far. If you like this video, please make sure you do that. Share this with all of your WWE friends so we can talk about it, definitely in the comment section below. We've had a ton of love on this channel so far, man, and it's been really motivating and inspiring. So thank you to everyone who's been a part of the journey so far. And yeah, I think for now we out this bitch. Did we ever find out if you could say bitch on YouTube?